It is very good. It's so good and tasty. This is actually like really good.
So today, Wesley has graciously queried the AI once again to find him a nice keto chocolate bread recipe. So
It's going to be good, I hope.
we'll see.
It asked for erythritol the first time, but I'm like, hey, what's better, allulose or erythritol? And it was like, yeah, you know what? They give me an option.
This one actually talks some science about erythritol, apparently.
It does.
So.
We got to preheat the oven to 325.
Yep, get that going.
Yeah, you don't want to burn the allulose.
I like 325. 325 is good for baking stuff or heating things up. Oh, nice and fancy.
Yeah.
Shiny, new.
So we got these nice and fancy silicone molds. And yeah, it's pink. So you notice like restaurants have like red letters usually most of the time. That's because the color red incites the hunger feeling in your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, so lightly grease your silicone mold. What do we grease it with?
Probably butter.
Yeah, probably butter. I was playing God of War last night.
Oh, I've been seeing that one pop up a lot. You've been playing that for a while now, huh?
Yeah, well, it's a good game. Like I'm like actually kind of engrossed in it, to be honest.
I've never played it either, so.
Yeah, like the guy like has like some weapons and he kills bad guys and
You fight things and you play gamified things. I wanted to lick your fingers. That's how much I like Kerrygold.
we're making a keto chocolate loaf that actually tastes like a real dessert, just not diet food.
Not diet food. We'll be the judge of that. We'll see. So allulose actually browns faster than sugar.
And the lower temp prevents burning.
Yeah, we're swapping the flour, I assume, for almond flour again. Yep. So far, the almond flour has been doing a good job, I would say. We'll put this silicone off to the side here.
1.5 cups of almond flour. All right, let's see if I can do this. 1.5 cups, that's 1 cup. And half a cup goes right here. 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. 1/2 cup, that's a lot.
We're making chocolate cake, man.
Okay, 1/2 cup of chocolate powder. 3/4 cup of allulose.
Got your allulose right here. That's a lot of allulose.
Yeah.
I've never had allulose. I wonder how sweet it is.
Take a little pinch?
Yeah, do it in there first, and I'll pinch it out. Like,
But now like take a little pinch and be like,
it's not very sweet, actually. The winter is a lot. It's actually not very sweet at all.
it's 70% as sweet as erythritol. Yeah.
Taste it. It's not very sweet. It tastes not sweet almost.
It's there, but it's not. It's kind of subtle. 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder.
In case you were wondering, like I was wondering, allulose is a naturally occurring sugar found in figs, raisins, and kiwi.
So we need a 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And you gotta be exact because the reason why the baking powder has this little flat thing right there is because apparently it needs to be precise.
Yeah, when you're baking, you really want to be precise. It's not like normal spices and seasonings where it doesn't really matter too much. When you're baking, quantities make a big difference.
And half a teaspoon of salt.
Salt will bring out the flavors of the chocolate. You won't taste saltiness, but it will make like the other flavors pop.
So cocoa powder equals high fiber, so it's low net carbs, right? And baking powder releases CO2, so it creates rise. And then almond flour has no gluten, so structure comes from the eggs.
So typically when you have something, you can pretty much minus a carb almost for each gram of dietary fiber that is in something.
In another bowl, combine 4 large eggs.
And we need the vanilla. There's a little vanilla for you.
Oh, vanilla.
The whites from the yolk.
That's what I'm doing right there. Ooh, 1 extra egg yolk, important for allulose softness.
Ooh, want me to do it this time?
Yeah. Go ahead and do it over this.
Look at that. It's ovulating. There, now we have a yolk.
We need 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk.
Oh, now I don't. Now I dislike. I'm not a fan of the nut juice. How many almonds you seen got boobies?
All right, 1/2 cup of almond milk. We also need 1/2 cup of melted butter.
Ooh, okay. That's a lot.
All right, so is this 1/2 cup?
I don't know. We gotta check it out and see. I think I'm estimating it's 1/2 cup.
we don't even know. All right, so I'm going to stir this melted butter around. At least 1/2 cup. Jesus.
No, I think it's gonna be right on the money. Look at that. Perfect. Ah, barely too much.
Yeah, just need a little. You know what?
Yeah. Look at that. Perfect.
1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I'm going to just do 3 of the half teaspoons.
I heard I need 1/2, so I'm just gonna do 3 of these halves. You'd be all right. A little bit more vanilla. That's fine. Sweet. Let me get
And then
some of
an
that.
optional 2 tablespoons of sour cream. I got the sour cream.
Sour cream actually goes good in chocolate cake. Makes it super moist. People think it's weird, but there's specific recipes that call for like sour cream or 7-Up and things like that, and it makes it super moist or super fluffy.
So 2 tablespoons of sour cream.
You won't taste sour cream flavor or nothing like that. It's just going to make it very nice and moist.
Is that like one right there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. By the time you flatten it out, yeah, sure.
I don't know if I want it no more. Oh, yeah.
Trust me, it's all right. You won't even taste it. It won't taste like any sour cream flavor, nothing like that.
Whisk until smooth.
I mean, unless you put like an ass of sour cream in there maybe, but
This is what makes it taste rich instead of keto dry, apparently.
I told you, it makes it nice and moist and stuff.
So the eggs equals protein network that sets before baking. Extra yolk equals more fat, which means better texture. And fat slows down moisture loss, which keeps the loaf soft. So pour wet ingredients into dry, and then whisk until smooth as thick batter forms. Here we go. I am so happy I got the glass bowls. You can see so much more now. This looks good. All right, add half a cup of sugar-free chocolate chips. All right, add 1/2 cup of sugar-free chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Sugar-free, they're better than it sounds.
It's sugar-free because it's got to be keto.
So notice how thick this is? That's exactly what we want. No gluten equals no elastic dough, but almond flour absorbs fat and it equals a thicker batter. All right, pour batter into loaf mold to smooth evenly.
You know what song I miss that I don't hear enough? Children by Robert
Oh,
Miles.
children, yeah.
It's an old, like a 2000s techno song. Wow, those chips
Yeah.
really stuck to the down to the bottom, huh? You need a better thing.
Get a spatula? I know.
Here, use this.
That'll work too. Okay. I'm excited about this.
It looks good so far.
All right, bake at 325 for 50 to 65 minutes. Okay. It is back time to do the glaze.
We're
The
gonna
chocolate.
glaze you up now, guys. Y'all ready after that whole hour longness of cool?
3 tablespoons of heavy cream.
Heavy
All right.
cream, cocoa powder, allulose, and melted butter again.
You're really good at that melted butter thing.
1 tablespoon of melted butter. I could do that. That's already measured on the butter.
All right, 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. And then 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. All right. Two tablespoons of allulose. Powdered is preferred. Well, we don't have powdered. We have fine, so that will have to
That is
work.
powdered.
So we have 2 tablespoons of allulose. Hopefully this does the trick, you know, because erythritol is like sweeter, but allulose doesn't leave that like cooling effect in your mouth.
Cooling.
Whenever, you know, you finish eating it. 1 tablespoon of melted butter.
Just the whole thing is 1 tablespoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I told you, man.
We need to mix that.
Ooh, it smells good.
I'm going to use the whisk. Screw it. The tools you use makes all the difference. All right, here we go. There we go. That's a lot better. Oh my God. Imagine using the actual tool you'll need.
Yeah, imagine using something that's made for the job. Is this supposed to be the glaze?
Yes.
Doesn't seem glazy enough.
It goes on top, I guess. And you spread it. Let's see what it tastes like.
Not bad. It is still dark, but it doesn't taste like artificial sweetener. Allulose, I think, is probably the best artificial sweetener I've tasted so far.
We got 2 minutes. You want to check it out? Ooh, it's rising.
Oh, it looks like cake.
Looks like bread. I'm nervous. Every time I make one of these recipes, it's like, is it going to actually work? Because this is untested territory. This is the glaze,
Yeah,
apparently.
it's supposed to be glazed. I assume it's going to melt because the cake is hot. Hey. Ooh, oh, that's good. That's a pretty cake. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Probably gotta let it cool a little bit.
Yeah, so what we got to do is we got to drizzle over the loaf. Oh, so we got to let it cool first.
I mean,
All
you
right, so
you could drizzle if you want, but it's gonna be like really.
Yeah, we'll wait. So we got to wait another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Even has a bread crack. I know. I think
Yeah.
bread tastes better if you got a crack in it.
It's gotta have a crack, you know.
We have 7 minutes to go.
Do that.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Like, make it all the crusties off.
Yeah, I can hold it down. You can get the crusties.
There you go.
One of us can like lift this out, but
You could just, yeah, sure, we could do that. We could just dump it.
well, not right now. But like, yeah, feel it. It like,
It's good. It's good to take out now, actually.
so you just want to do it.
Yeah, if it's too cool, then it's not gonna like glaze.
All right. So, oh my God. Oh my God. We might want to flip the thing over.
Sure. Let's touch it. Yeah.
Flip. It's falling. It's falling. There you go. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wesley.
I told you.
Your
It's
big
good.
man hands. Oh, yeah, that's good.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That's yum. It definitely doesn't look like the glaze that was on that picture. That's 100%.
It's close though.
What? You need to show everybody that picture.
It's on the thumbnail.
You're like icing a whole cake.
No, it's good. That's what I want. I'm going around town, man. I'm gonna ice that too.
We're making cake pops next, guys.
I want to make cake pops actually.
Sorry, I gotta fix that.
So how is it?
I'll tell you later. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, good. But the fact that you didn't go "Bleh," tells me something good. So cooling equals fat, solidify equals structure sets. So this is when it becomes sliceable. To make it like the picture, you gotta do this. Just like the picture. I'm nervous, guys. I'm really nervous.
Use your bread
about
knife. Here you go.
this. You can use this one too.
Okay, yeah, that's probably better for this kind of
Yeah.
cake.
All right.
All right, here's the cut alley.
I'm scared.
We're just gonna have to treat it like cake, you know? It's really, really moist. Like the pieces that fell off were like borderline wet, but not raw. Kind of like a tres leches, you know? I blame the sour cream.
That's good.
You hear that cake moan when you cut it like that? It's definitely moist. I haven't seen anything moist like that since my kid was born.
Jesus. What? That looks really good, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. Moment of truth, guys. Will it keto? That is a tasty treat.
It's good.
It's not as sweet as you would think it would be,
No, it's not very sweet, but it is good.
but it is very tasty.
The chips and the glaze definitely save it.
It is very good. Mm-hmm. It's so good and tasty. This is actually like really good. So let me give you guys some macros. So it's about 12 slices, right? And one slice is 200 calories, 17 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein. And so net carbs is about 3 to 4 grams.
As usual, if I had to pick something negative, it's harder on this one actually. This one tastes really good. This one doesn't taste fake like the other one.
Really good.
The chocolate lava or the molten lava cake, you could taste the artificial sweetener for sure. The only thing for
That's
me
really good.
is the texture. It's like really wet, mushy. I think it needed to cook longer, but it's not a huge negative actually. It's just if I was forcing them to complain about something.
Chocolate bread can be ketoed. I would 10 out of 10 recommend you make this one. Do not skip out on the sour cream. That maintains the moisture in the whole entire bread loaf. It's super good. See you next time. Subscribe, like, leave a comment down below, and I'll answer any questions. Check the recipe down in the description down below. And we will be here again live next Friday.
Woo!
Peace.
Appreciate you.